Come on in, everyone. Come on in because we are here for Summer House Martha's Vineyard Season 2 and we're on episode 3. I know I'm a little late, but better late than never. I'm a little late to the party, but I'm here. First, I didn't even know if I was going to do a video this week, to be honest with y'all. Sometimes I watch shows and I watch them and I may watch them for entertainment, but sometimes I feel like maybe I don't have anything to say worthwhile. So I save you guys the problem of having to listen to me. But then after a while, maybe a day later or 2 days later, something just pops in my head. I'm like, you know what? That reminded me of Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Maybe I need to do not a party. Maybe I need to do a video on it. So this video today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the episode, but really the episode was really about a bunch of young people getting drunk, slipping and sliding, have a phone party. It looked fun. I ain't gonna lie, it looked fun. But if this was real life for me, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If this was real life and I was at this party at my age, I would say, let me go on in the house and let these young people have their fun. Let me go on in the house and turn on me some 90s R&B, a little bit of Usher, a little bit of, I don't know, TLC, maybe even some R. Kelly. Yeah, I said it, R. Kelly. Maybe I'll just go in and just do that and let the young people sit out in the backyard and, go up on the slip and slide, do the phone party, get drunk, play everything they want to play and have a good time. And I would be the auntie in the house, drinking maybe some dark liquor. I wouldn't bother the young people. I really wouldn't bother. That's why I wasn't going to do no video, because I'm not going to be on here really bothering the young people. But y'all, something came to my mind and I said, let me get on here and talk about it, because maybe it's the situation where I'm in the house minding my own business. Like I said, listen to my 90s R&B, drinking some dark liquor. And one of the young ladies comes in the house crying about something that's going on outside, which happens a lot. This is normally how it happens. The aunties are over in one room. The young people are over in another room. And next thing you know, one of the young people comes into the auntie's room, is crying. And that's how it ends up that the auntie starts giving these young people advice, because we don't always go looking for you guys. Sometimes you guys come looking for us. So in this particular case, I'm just going to imagine a scenario that I was minding my own business. I'm not here to talk about these young people, but these young people came and talked to me. And I said, well, if you want to hear it, if you really want to hear the truth, I will tell you the truth. So I'll tell you this. I'm still not a fan of Jordan's. Just don't like her. I think that she's in her core, Jordan is unhappy. I know a lot's going on with her alopecia, but she was mean last year too. And I think the alopecia just layered on. You ever know a person who's mean, just period? They're kind of mean. They're nasty. They're not a good person on their spirit, but then they get sick and now they're even more mean. That's why they say when people get older, if they were mean when they were young, when they get older, they're even more mean, because as they get older, their bones start hurting. Their health starts to decline. Now they really got a reason to be mean, and they let it all hang out. I kind of feel that's how Jordan is. I feel like Jordan is just sort of like, I don't know. I don't really like her personality. And then when something comes in her life that, yeah, maybe there would be a justifiable reason for her to be sad, or, even just, whatever. Maybe she's just resentful because it happened to her in life. That's how things go with the alopecia. I think it layers on to the original personality. And I think that's what's going on with Jordan. I think she is who she is. And then I think this alopecia, unfortunately, is actually making it even worse. And then she takes it out on other people. She's talking about Summer making out in the car in front of her apartment building with one of her friends. So what? You don't know her? Don't nobody know you know her? I don't know. And she says, I'm on Park Avenue. So I guess she's trying to let us know that she lives in the high rent district, Park Avenue. And we can't be having people over here doing stuff like that over in Park Avenue. Okay, Jordan. If like I said, if I'm in the auntie room and somebody comes in the room complaining about Jordan, I'm like, you need to leave her alone. She ain't your friend. That's my advice. That's my auntie advice. If I'm in the auntie room and somebody come in talking about Jordan like Summer now is complaining about Jordan. Jordan's mean. Jordan's mean. Nobody ever talks to Jordan. Jordan's so mean. Nobody ever. Get out the auntie room. You need to stop being friends with her. She's not your friend. She's not going to celebrate your wins. She's not going to be happy for you. She's going to dance on your grave. She's going to dance on your parade. She's never going to take the road of being positive. She's always going to be negative. I don't know what to tell you. You want a person to change, and this person is who they are. Accept it and move on. Get out the auntie room as I take another sip of my dark liquor. Don't get an auntie drunk. Let me tell you, don't get an auntie drunk because you're going to get an earful. You're going to get an earful. So yeah, not a fan of Jordan's. I mean, I'm not too much a fan of Summer. Shanice, I can't stand all the attention she needs. Too much attention. Too much attention. People think she's just a free spirit. She wants to get naked. No, this is all about attention. Shanice likes a lot of attention. A lot of it. And she will do whatever she needs to do to get the attention on her, even if that means stripping and going naked. That's what you need to look at it. She needs so much attention that she will do whatever she needs to do to get the attention, even if that means running around and getting naked. I'm going to tell you that right now. And people who like that much attention, I don't like them. Too much. They have to suck up too much air in the room. I was surprised about Shanice's mom. Weren't you guys? How Shanice's mom was calling Summer the B word. I guess Shanice got one of them moms where they friends. Like best friends. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about nobody's parenting styles. But yeah, I thought that was odd that Shanice's mom went to that horrible place so fast about Summer calling her a B. I know that it was not right what Summer did to Shanice, but I don't know. Is that advice on how to handle the situation? I guess. The mom's a gangster. She's a gangster. The mom is a gangster. All righty. Kind of tells you a little bit about how Shanice operates in the world. You know, sometimes when there was no one to sort of gate you, no one to give you sort of like, hey, I do want you to have this ability to go out in the world and be yourself and whatever. But to believe that there are no boundaries in life is just not true. So when there are boundaries, there are boundaries. And I feel like Shanice is one of those people who sounds like her mom was a pretty liberal mother. And now when I see how Shanice operates, I can kind of understand it. I can really kind of understand how Shanice is operating right now, naked, running around all the time. You know, she's always flashing her boobs. I don't really know what this is all about. Why does every occasion call for flashing boobs? Why does every occasion call for getting naked? Why does every occasion call for walking around in a thong bikini 24 hours a day? What are we going to see this for? 15 days straight? Some people say, oh, we were at a summer house. No, it's more than that with Shanice. It's more than that. And it's kind of coming together. But like I said, these are the young people. I don't really want to get on the young people too much. Most of the time I do dating advice for, maybe women in their 30s, because at that time I feel as if they should have found themselves more. And I can hold those women a little bit more accountable. But these ladies, what are they, 20s? They're in their 20s. They may not know enough. So I can't get on them too hard, even though they should know it already. So if any 20-year-olds are listening to me, you need to graduate. The sooner you learn this, the better off you're going to be. But I will at least give you a little bit of time to learn it. And then, but women who are in their 30s and 40s, I'm a little bit harder on them because I feel like they should have learned it. I'm over there on Ready to Love talking about Patrice, and she's 40 something, mid 40s, and I'm going to be on her hard. Because by that time, you should know something. You should know something. So these ladies, I don't know. They don't know a lot. And that's kind of what I want to get into for the most of my video. I really want to get into this advice. I want to get into advice not only for Noel, when Noel is one of the ladies I like. So let me make that clear. I like Noel. In fact, that's kind of what spurred me to even make this videos, because I actually like Noel. And I have, I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I can say a few things that if there are any other Noels out there in the world, maybe a little bit of an auntie advice will help you. But first, I want to start with, before I get to Noel, I want to get to the situation that happened at the top of the episode with Preston and not Preston. It was Preston, Summer, and Jordan about Nick. So, okay, it's about Preston talking to Jordan and Summer about the handsy thing, and then Preston talking to Nick. So I'll tell this, it might be a little bit of a sensitive subject because it's going to talk about women and gay male friends. And I'm going to tell women that they need to recalibrate when they're talking to gay male friends. When women are together in a group and we are all talking, let's say about a guy, one of the things that women do inherently when we're talking about a particular guy, we also do a little bit of thing in our head in knowing what is that other woman's relationship with the guy we're about to talk with, right? So if I'm talking about a guy, right, let's say Bobby, and I'm about to start talking about Bobby, what first I do as a woman is I kind of make sure I know what Bobby's relationship is to the woman I'm talking to. Let's say I'm talking to Lisa. So I'm saying, okay, I'm about to talk about Bobby to Lisa. And what I say to what I think about with Lisa is Lisa dating Bobby? Does Lisa like Bobby romantically? Does she want to be with Bobby? I think about those things first because if I'm about to start talking about Bobby, I kind of want to know how my words or my sentiment are going to be received by Lisa and that could change depending on the way Lisa feels about Bobby. If Lisa likes Bobby romantically, then I'm about to start talking about Bobby, I'm going to know that Lisa might look at that a little bit differently because she actually likes Bobby romantically. So I may not even say the same things to Lisa. I might say to somebody else who doesn't even like Bobby. As a woman, we know to do that. This is very, very common. Women know to do that. A lot of women may not even know they're doing it, but they do it all the time. But what women tend to do with gay men when they're talking about a man in front of a gay man is they don't think of that. Because even though they know that gay man likes men, right? Remember, that gay man likes men. That gay man is your competition. That gay man could be my Lisa. I mean, is that right? That gay man could be my Lisa. But most oftentimes, women don't think about that with gay men. They look at the outer part of the man, and they see a male. And so what they look at it is I'm going to go talk about Bobby to this gay man, but I don't have to give the same considerations to that gay man that I would give to Lisa. And that's a mistake. That's the first mistake I want to say. That's a mistake. Women need to start doing the same sort of calculation with gay male friends that they do with their girlfriends, because that's who those gay male friends are. They're your girlfriends. So, and why I say that is because what you can do is, if you don't realize that, you could have conversations with that gay male friend that you wouldn't even have with a female friend, but that gay male friend takes that same information and does to you with that information what a girl would do if that girl might have liked the guy you were talking about. I know that got a little convoluted. But I'm going to give you an example. On the Ready to Love, if any of you out here, a lot of my viewers, we watch a lot of the shows. We're watching Ready to Love, and we have a situation where there was a girls group. You had Alexis and you had the women, and you had these women having private conversations about men. And in these private conversations, there were some things that were said that were not so nice about the men. Women talking about how they felt about certain men, just talking to other women. Well, one of those women went outside of the group, talking with the women, and went over and told the male group. Now, what women really felt, first of all, was that was a betrayal of trust. We did not give you permission to go outside of our group and go tell that male. We didn't give you that permission. We thought we were speaking in confidence in a girls group, and you took the information and you told that male. First of all, that was a violation of the girls group. The second part about it was they called that girl, Alexis, who went and told that guy, because she liked that guy, they called her a pick-me. So what they said was, oh, you went and told the guys so that you could look good, right? That you could look good. And now you're trying to make all us women look bad. They didn't like it about that girl. In fact, they kicked her off the girls group. When we sit here and listen to the story of Jordan and Summer along with Preston, one of the things the ladies were talking about was how Nick gets handsy when he's drunk. When Nick gets handsy when he's drunk, I think the ladies were expressing what they just said. Oh, he gets handsy when they're drunk. But did the ladies feel as if it reached some level of sexual harassment or, an HR situation? Maybe not. Maybe they're just talking just like you might talk with a girl. Did they ask Preston, hey, can you go and talk to Nick? Because this has gotten to a level where we need you to intervene. You see, if you're talking to a guy, if a girl were talking to a guy who doesn't like women, that man may automatically look at himself as a protector of women. And women may look at that man as, I'm a protector of these women. And so, but what that man would do, and I'm not even saying Preston can't be a protector of the women, what that man would do inherently is when that woman said that man would have asked those women, do you want me to talk to him? That's what they would have said. If a man in that moment was listening to Jordan, and if that man was listening to Summer, that man who's not interested in other men, that man who is interested in women, what that man would have done was he would have taken that opportunity to be the hero of those women, because that's what men want to be. When men are interested in women, they want to be your hero. They don't want to be your competition. Let me sum this up. When men are interested in women, those men try to show up for women as their hero because they want to be your hero, because they like women and they want to show out and be the hero. So their motivations are different than a male friend who is gay who likes men. I don't want nobody dropping down on my comments because I'm trying to teach women how to understand circles of conversation. So if a regular straight male would be in that conversation, he'd be like, what? Nick did what to y'all? Really? Do you need me to go talk to him? Then the women would have a say so, and the women would say, no, I don't need you to talk to him because it's not really anything bad right now. But if it does, maybe we will have you talk to him. Or the women would have had the right to say, no, you don't need to talk to him. We just talking. It's not that bad. We just saying it just to be talking because we're just women. A lot of times women talk, but we're not asking for men to solve our problems. We just talking and venting in our woman circle. I don't remember Jordan and Summer ever telling Preston to go back and tell Nick that he was handsy, or give the illusion that the women were so uncomfortable with him. That's what I didn't like about what Preston did. I didn't like the fact that Preston made it himself to go back and tell Nick, and I didn't like the way he went back and told Nick. But then I had to look at it and say, if Preston is a female, and I've just confessed this to a female, and that female runs back and tells Nick what I just said in this private cavalier conversation, I'm looking at that female and I'm saying, why would you go say that? I never told you to go tell him what I said. And I never said all those things about him. Now, Preston could say I was here to protect the women, but I don't know. I don't know if he was there to protect the women because the women didn't ask for protection, first of all. They didn't even say they needed protection. So now I'm looking at Preston like on Ready to Love. The women are looking at Alexis. Why are you going over here and telling this man something we said? Why? What type of satisfaction do you get? Are you going over there to protect us as the women? Or are you going over there to protect him as the man? Who are you here for? And because it's not clear, that's why I tell women, be careful. Be careful what conversations you have with your gay male friends, because you might get a little bit confused. You may see him as a male because he's physically a male, but maybe the way he thinks, maybe the way he moves, maybe the way he interacts with other men is more female identified. So you think you're talking to a male identified person who's going to view what you're saying as a male, but maybe they're viewing it as a female identified, which means they may take the information you gave them and handle it differently, which means you put your guard down, or which means you don't think the same way. It has nothing to do with whether or not you should have gay male friends giving you dating advice. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with women. Don't get confused when you're talking to a gay male because you see a male body, but yet his mind may be more female identified. Okay? Because would you give that same, not grace, but would you give that same information to a woman because you know right away that she's maybe female and she's female identified? Would you do the same thing? That's what you got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself, would I say this information I'm about to tell my gay male friend? Would I tell my female friend? And if the answer is no, then you probably don't need to say it. You probably don't need to say it. But that's going to be my first bit of advice for these ladies. And like I said, I don't want no comments down, nothing down the comments, because nowadays it seems like we can never have these types of real conversations because people think these conversations are rooted in, homophobia, or it's not. It's actually about going along with how people identify and how people believe and me accepting it. You see what I'm saying? Part of really, when I talk about relationships, part of what smooths out a relationship is not having conversations with people the way you see them, but having conversations with people the way they see themselves. And if you see yourself this way, I don't care what I see you as, I'm going to treat you the way you see yourself, because that's how I know you're going to behave. You're going to behave according to the way you see yourself. So I'm not going to disregard the way you see yourself. I'm not going to disregard it, because if I disregard the way you see yourself, then also what can happen is I can then just go off of what I think. And if I just go off what I think and not give any type of consideration the way you think, we can miss each other. So what I'm talking about right here is not missing people. Don't miss them. Don't miss them. Don't come to conversations with your one mind, and then the person you're talking to has a completely different mind that you didn't even think about, and now you missing each other. And that's kind of what I felt went on in that situation. And when I talk about missing each other, when I talk about not looking into the mind of the other person, this is where I'm going to get to this advice for Noel. Like I said, I like Noel. I like Noel. But what came upon me in this episode was, ooh, Noel, you got some bad dating techniques. Bad dating techniques. And she's young. I think Shanice is still in her 20s, right? Not Shanice. Noel is still in her 20s. She's still in her 20s. I'll say this about Noel's dating style. I saw several situations where I thought, I know nowadays, let me backtrack. I know nowadays for several years, decades now, we have coached women to be confident in dating. Be confident in dating. Don't be shrinking violet. Know who you are. Know your self-worth. Know all these things. I am of the persuasion that some of that has gone a bit too far with women, where I believe now we have women who actually operate in the world with a level of overconfidence. And maybe some people think, can there be overconfidence? Yeah, there could be overconfidence. There could be an overconfidence to the point where you don't see yourself in relationship to other people. And because you are so confident, you typically put yourself up here. And what you do is you overestimate your abilities. Yes. Is there a possibility of overestimating your abilities? Yes. Is there a possibility of overestimating your talents? Yes. And what I see with Noel is I think she might be getting a little bit there. I'm going to tell you the situations. First of all, I'm going to go back to this thing between Summer and Alex. Summer and Alex have this summer fling. Summer overestimates what the fling is. Alex declares himself an F-boy. He has let the world know. He has let the group know. He's let everyone know I'm in my F-boy stage. Just like a girl says she's in her hot boy stage. A girl says she's in her hot girl stage. Alex has declared himself in the F-boy stage, but it looks like people don't want to believe him. People don't want to listen. So the first one in is Shanice. Getting these people in Summer. Summer has a fling with Alex. She finds out the hard way that, nope, Alex is definitely an F-boy. He's in his F-boy stage. He's told everybody. He's told me. And Summer's upset. She's mad. She feels duped. Got it. Then Noel comes along. First, Noel doesn't know at first that Summer and Alex had a fling. And so at first, she's a little bit miffed, upset that Summer didn't tell her give her the whole details. Got it. But after she knows it, what does she do with the information? First of all, she first liked Alex. She thought he was cute. Summer didn't say anything. So she builds up an attraction to Alex. Once she finds out, because she did find out that they actually slept together, Noel at that point says, dang, I wish you would have told me, because now I think he's cute and I kind of have an interest in him. But now that I have this information, what do I do with the information, Noel? You're right. Summer should have told you from the very beginning, but she didn't have to, because I don't even think you guys are that good of friends. But anyway, you know now. Now what do you do with the information? What do you do with the information, Noel? Do you still continue on your path because it's what you want to do? Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to learn from Summer's mistakes. Plus, I'm also going to learn by looking and watching at Alex, and he's already told everybody he's in the F-boy stage. No, what Noel does says, I'm going to not only disregard what Summer has said, I'm also going to disregard even what Alex has said about himself. Because what I want to do is I want to do what I want to do. And because I'm very confident in myself, here comes the confidence of a guy. You see, in dating, it used to be told that the men needed all the confidence. When we used to talk about having confidence in dating, in the back in the day, it wasn't that they didn't ask women to have confidence in dating too, but where the most emphasis was to encourage the man to have confidence, because it was the man who had to approach women. He needed most of the confidence because the reality was the men were going to be doing most of the approaching. They were going to have to bear the brunt of most of the rejection, because if you're the one that does most of the approaching, then you have to have confidence to do the approach. Plus, you have to have that when you get turned down, you still have to have confidence to get back out there and approach another woman. The women could sit back and they could receive the attention from the man, and then they could reject the man that they didn't want. They didn't always need as much confidence. It doesn't mean that they didn't need to have some confidence, but they didn't need to have as much confidence, because a lot of the confidence is needed in the approach. In approaching women, right? And then getting rejected by those women. That's why men needed confidence. That's why people boosted men's confidence. Now what we've done is we've switched that and we said, okay, let me start boosting women's confidence. Let me boost the woman's confidence, because now we live in a world where now women approach men. Now we got to boost women's confidence. So now we got Noel, who's got boosted confidence. She's a man now. She's out here in the dating world, dating like a man. So then when she sees a scenario that went on with Summer and Alex, and she sees what happens, and she hears Alex saying he's in his F-boy stage, what does she do? She's a female, but she's about to date like a man. And what she decides in her self-confidence, she says, nah, I don't care that Alex is in the F-boy stage. I'm gonna flip him, because I believe in who I am. I believe I'm such a good girl. I'm such a prize. I have so much self-confidence that even if he is in his F-boy stage, I can make him come out of it. It's no different from when a man approaches a woman and a man says, I want to be your man. And she says, no, I'm not interested. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. What does a man do when they hear a woman say, I'm not looking for a relationship? That's okay. I just want to be your friend. You know what they say? They come right back. They go right over it. You tell a man, I'm not interested in a relationship. What they try to do is they try to win you over now. It makes them want you more. It says, oh no, I got to win this girl. I want this girl. In their confidence, they rise up to win you. You become the prize. They want to hunt. They want to get you. Well, that's Noel. Noel has heard that Alex is in an F-boy stage. He's not interested in dating seriously. She has also seen that Summer got dogged out by Alex. But what does Noel do? Noel says, that's okay, Alex, you want to be in your F-boy stage, but I'm going to still go after you because I still want you. And then she looks at Summer, and even though Summer is her friend, see, first of all, she gets on Summer because Summer wasn't her friend and told her that she slept with Alex. But then if she is your friend, Summer, then why would you go after the guy your friend slept with? No, because then what Noel does is Noel says, well, Alex might not have liked Summer, but I'm better than Summer. You see what that says? When a man rejects a woman that you know when you look at, what you do as that woman is, what Noel is doing as that woman, she's saying, he might have rejected Summer, but I'm not Summer. I'm better than Summer. He ain't gonna reject me because I'm better than Summer. That's that confidence. That's like when a guy sees you at a club, a guy sees a woman at a club, and that woman may reject one guy. He may actually see it, but some men will shrink and they will say, oh, she done turned that guy down for a dance. I'm not going to go over there and ask her to dance. Some men will do that. Oh, I saw her say no to that guy for a dance, so I'm not going to approach her. But they tell me, no, you got to have confidence. You got to have confidence. Go on over there and ask that girl to dance anyway. Go ask her to dance anyway. Because what the man, he says, yeah, that woman might have said no to that man, but she may say the no to me. She may not say no to me. She's going to say yes to me. That's what makes that man go over there and ask her to dance. So what Noel is doing, Noel is dating like a man. She saw Alex reject Summer. But then what Noel does is Noel says, well, that was Alex. That was Summer. Alex going to say yes to me. No, Noel. Alex is not a female. Alex is a male. Like I said, out here in the dating world, people are getting these things mixed up. This is what's causing confusion in the dating world. Okay. Noel should have respected what Alex said about himself, but no, she goes back in. Okay. That's the first time I say Noel was overconfident, and her overconfidence is getting her in trouble. The second time I saw her overconfidence was when this Hendrix fella showed up. First of all, two new guys are introduced to a group of women. And what does Noel do? Noel goes in first, just like a man. A bunch of women come into a room. Let's flip it. Men are in a room. A bunch of women walk in. A man looks at the group of women walking in. A man may want to be first over to that woman. Sure might be, because what he wants to do is he wants to go over there and claim that woman right away. He wants to get her attention right away. That's what a man would do. Some men may lay back, but other men may approach the women sooner than later, because what they don't want is they may not want all those other men to get to her first. Some men handle it different. Some men fall back, some men approach. But what does Noel do as soon as Hendrix gets in? She goes right to him. She basically goes right in. Before that male has even had a chance to survey the land. The men are the hunters. That man, Hendrix, whoever he is, didn't even get a chance to hunt, because the minute he got into the room, Noel was all over him, kissing, eating strawberries or cake, whatever they were doing, right away. Before that man could even tell Noel whether or not she would be the woman he'd hunt, she didn't even wait for it. She hunted him. And then what happened? What did we hear later on? Later on, we hear Noel say, oh, no, I'm not interested in Hendrix, because Hendrix is that type of man that wants you to chase him. Nope, she read it wrong. She read it wrong. She read it wrong. That's what she went to first. You know why? Overconfidence. Overconfidence. Because on the flip side, she could have taken that two ways. She could have taken it to be, Hendrix just is not interested in me. What if he's just not interested in you? What if it has nothing to do with that he wants you to chase him? What if he's not interested in you? So now you've interpreted, because you've chased him, because you've hunted him, and he's not reciprocating, you look at it as, oh, he just wants me to chase you. He just wants me to chase him. Why are you interpreting that way? Maybe he's not interested in you. But you know why you don't see that part? Because you're overconfident. Because what you believe is there couldn't be any possible reason for this man not to like me. So the reason why we're not vibing because he just wants me to do all the work. He wants me to chase him. No, maybe he's not interested. Maybe when he came in the room, there was Jordan, there was Summer, there was Shanice, there was Bria, there was 4 or 5 other women in the room. Maybe when he walked into the room, there was a whole nother woman that caught his eye. And maybe in his mind, that was the woman he was going to approach. But because you approached him first and cut him off the path, he's not giving you no attention because he wants to keep his lane open to go in a different direction. But then the way you classify it is, oh, he just wants me to chase him. That's how you could read it wrong. Some women back off and say, I'm not going to chase him. That's fine. That's what you should do. But then some women say, well, you want me to chase you? I'll chase you harder. No, that's not what he wants you to do. He wants you to leave him alone because his eyes are on another woman and he wants to move in another direction. But if you want to throw him some sex while you chasing him, if you want to suck on a strawberry with him, if you want to show him your titties, he may look, he may touch, but he ain't going to chase you. He's still going to keep his eye on the other woman. So once again, Noel is dating like a man. Second scenario, she dated like a man. And the last time she really dated like a man, which was the worst scene of all, was when they all finally went to that club. They all went to that club and they're in the club. And Noel sees F-boy Alex talking to other women, laughing, giggling, flirting with the other women. Noel sees it. She says, look at Alex over there flirting with the other women. What does she do with that information? Does she date like a female or does she date like a male? She dates like a male. You know what she does? She pulls Alex aside. And she says, Alex, as she putting on her lip gloss, and she says, look at here. You know, you good looking. I find you attractive. This is such a male move. You good looking. I find you attractive. And you may not know this, but I got interest in you. That is what a male does. If a man sees you talking to other men, when he pulls you to the side, what he does is he makes his intentions known to you. That's what men are taught to do. You need to make your intentions known to the female. Man, if you like her, man, if you really like her, she may not even know that you like her. You need to make your intentions known so that you can be in the running. Because right now, man, you're not even in the running for her to choose you. See, women are supposed to be doing the accepting. Men, this used to be known. But now what women do is women do this Noel thing and say, you know what, let me go in here and make Alex know my intentions. Just want to let you know I'm interested in you. But the other part of the overconfidence was what Noel did again. She saw Alex talking to other women, having a good time, laughing, giggling, flirting. And what Noel did was Noel looked at those women that he was talking to. And you know what Noel did? Noel said she better than them women. I'm telling you right now what she said to herself. She said to herself, I can beat those women. I'm looking at the women Alex are talking to, and I'm prettier than those women. I look better than those women. I got more going on for myself than those women. So the only reason why Alex is talking to those women and not talking to me is because he must not know I like them. He must not know. It's just like what a male does. If a male sees a woman talking to a broke guy, but he knows that he's got a lot of money, he says, oh, the minute I go over here and let her know how much money I got, she gonna leave the broke guy. That's what he thinks. So Noel says to herself, Alice is not talking to these women because he's not interested in me. He's only talking to these women because he doesn't know that he has a shot with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him know my intentions and let him know that, hey, you know what? You ain't got a fool over here with these women that I believe I'm better than. You can come on over here to me because now I'm going to let you know that the door is open for you. These are my intentions and I'm interested in you. And Alex looks at her and says, nah, I ain't interested. And I'm not interested. This is what's going on. What the hell is going on? And just like Alex said, you talking to me like we in some kind of relationship, or you stake some type of claim on me, which is the very thing that men do to women. When men, white ready to love, LaRon over there staking claims on Maya because he bought her fruit drinks, and Noel over here is a staking claim on Alex because she went and bought him a sandwich. Buying him gifts, another male move. Buying Alex a sandwich that he didn't even ask for, a gift. And then when she brings it home, he's like, oh, I don't even really like this, but okay. Woo, Noel is dating like a man. She a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl, but she is out here dating like a man. So my advice is for Noel to get rid of all these dating techniques she has. Get rid of them all. And she needs to go back out in the world and date like a female, especially such a beautiful girl as she is. She's a beautiful girl. She doesn't need to use these tactics of dating like a man. Beautiful women can draw men onto them just for their looks, period. But the way that she is hunting down Alex and the way she's just dating, period, like a man. I don't think it's just Alex because I saw her do it with Hendrix. I think she dates like a man. I don't know why she's doing this. She doesn't need to do it. A lot of women don't even have the bait that Noel got a body. She looks like she's smart. She's college educated. She's got the looks. She's got all the things that could be good bait to draw a man unto her. But she's not using actually those parts to do it. Instead, she's hunting like a male. And I don't understand why. Another woman can outdo, if you're in the dating world, another woman would outdo Noel. A woman of lesser beauty, lesser intellect, lesser physical beauty, she could outdo a male because she'd have better techniques. She'd have way. That's why some people get confused when they see certain women and they say, how did that woman get that male? How could that woman look like that and be with that man when I look like this and I can't get a man because that woman has better dating techniques? A lot of women think the whole dating game is based on looks. Looks is just one part of it. You have to appeal to the senses of a man. And women who perfect that, women who perfect appealing to the senses of a man, and I'm not just talking about the needs of a man, I'm talking about the senses of the man, the things that make a man feel a certain kind of way. A woman, even of lesser physical beauty, can beat out a woman of more beauty. And what Noel is doing is she really could be a force to be reckoned with in the dating world because she has been given beauty and brains and body. Those are a lot of things women don't start off with, but she's not even using it to her advantage. She's actually put herself at a disadvantage. And I think she saw that in that club when here was Alex talking to women that she probably felt were of lesser beauty than her, and she didn't get it. And she automatically went to, not thinking it was something she was doing wrong, she automatically went to, oh, I could beat those women. Just like she said, she's better than Summer. So when I talk about confidence in dating is important. It's especially important for men. But too much confidence for a woman can put you in a trick bag. It can put you in a trick bag. It can make you out here moving in ways in which doesn't serve you well. But anyway, that's it. That's my talk on Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Hopefully, some of the auntie advice, if you came into the room while I was drinking my dark liquor, hopefully you took something away from this. And hopefully you can integrate it in your own dating life. Don't do what Noel is doing. Bless her heart. I like her. I think she has good intentions. I think she's a sweet girl. But some auntie in real life needs to pull her to the side and hit her on the hand and say, stop doing that. Stop doing it. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.